Oh, hello. We're here. Everybody's here with us. You can see. Hello and welcome to Wine Chats with Bildo and Lindalin.
Sorry, I'm trying to get you
You said record. You said start. Look, see, this is what we were talking about before. For those of you who can see, who are live with us, I have this thing that keeps sticking out behind me and it's the little plant.
It's a plant, but it loves this space so much that it keeps growing. So now
So I have a little doobie whacker sticking out.
Look, we'll have to relocate the plant.
I think
at
so
some
too.
stage. I'm just trying to, because Billy hates when the wine isn't in the photo.
It needs to be properly placed.
You do your little opening. I'm done.
Okay. Hello and welcome to Wine Chats with Bildo and Lindalin. My name is Billy Milovanovic, also known as Bildo.
Did you say your last name wrong? It sounded like you pronounced it funny.
Milovanovic.
I don't think that's what you said. My name's Lindsay Kirkwood, also known as Lindalin, or don't get confused. Billy calls me Linny these days.
Lenny. Hi.
I need to sing.
Hello. Welcome to this offensively funny podcast about drink and wine and chat and life.
Today we're going to be chatting about life. The trial.
Life.
That seems like life right now for so many people.
Yes.
Obviously Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial. That's what we're talking about. Look, there's just so much to say about it.
Where do we start?
It's consuming. Some people are like totally obsessed and consumed by it. But we will be chatting about that later. Billy.
Lindalin.
I have very good news to tell you today.
Do you?
Are
we famous?
No.
No. Okay.
You may take the wine home today.
Oh, yes. You are so sweet. And do you know what? And I will.
Nice.
I will drink it and I will consume it because that's what I do now, you guys. I drink wine.
Billy has, if you're new to listening, Billy prefers beer. Shame, gasp, whore. So by default, because I actually enjoy drinking wine, I always take the leftover wine.
Yeah.
Like I get to enjoy it.
Even the one that we agreed that I will keep.
You forgot it last week. So Billy's starting to get her panties and Lindalin always gets the wine. And then she forgot to take it last week. But this week, I don't even know if I'm going to like this wine or not like it. It doesn't matter. But I'm graciously going to give it to you, Billy.
Fun.
Isn't that so nice of me?
Thank you so much, Lindalin. I thoroughly look forward to smashing this wine.
Oh, okay. What the wine that Billy's going to be smashing is the Round Theory Rosé. So it's a 2020 Rosé. Super cute bottles. So for those watching, it's not your typical wine bottle shape, which is like how they're saving the world.
Yes.
They're less carbon emissions making the actual glass for the bottles. I actually feel like I need better reading glasses because I feel like I'm like getting to the point where I'm like,
you're not over the equipment, Lindsay.
not over the equipment. So this isn't the fun fact, but look where. Our goal is simple: to make great wines that have a positive impact on the planet. So with their unique lightweight bottles, there are sustainably grown wines and climate positive programs, which offset at least double of the carbon emissions, yada, yada, yada. So they're doing please.
Cheers to that.
Right?
I just get excited about people trying to do good shit for the world while helping us drink. That's great.
I think it's great. Sustainably sourced and grown in Hawke's Bay. Now, my little fun fact, just to get it out of the way, Billy. I know you're anxiously waiting.
It's fine. We'll wait.
Now, I don't know if I've ever done this fun fact before about rosé, and if I haven't, I don't know why I haven't.
Do you know what? You're lucky that we don't have too many diehard fans yet. That they can go back and fact check you on your own facts. Yeah.
Because when I was just gobsmacked. So fun fact. Mm-hmm. Rosé was the first wine created. Have I said this before?
Ooh, I don't know if it's ever been put in those particular words. I feel like we've talked about rosés from back in the day because for some reason
Rosé back in the day.
Right? Hashtag. I can't remember. I don't know, but that's news to me. I mean, a lot of stuff is news to me because I listen 50% of the time.
Yeah, I was going to say you don't pay attention.
Amazing.
Anyways, about 7,000 BC. Red and white wines came a few thousand years later.
Cool. Well, there you go.
That's a fun fact.
Fun.
All right.
Let's
Speaking of fun, let's try it.
Old ass wine. This isn't an old ass wine. Old ass variety.
Wow. This wine has a hint of old ass.
Let's hope not.
Those old ass tannins. I don't even know if that's how you say it.
I like this. This is very peachy. It's got a peachy blush to it.
It's super pretty color.
Yeah. Lovely.
I love a good rosé.
Doesn't everyone though?
Well, I don't think so, Billy.
Doesn't everyone? I don't know. And if you don't, why not? Come on, Lenny. You're doing that thing where you're letting me ramble. Come on.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
Because it's just so entertaining.
Yeah, can you not? Just cut me off, please. Okay, cheers.
It is such a super pretty color.
What do we think?
Don't give it away, Billy.
That's right. I will not. Stay tuned for our opinions.
And review later. So we'll sip on it,
Yes.
we'll chat, and we'll tell you about it later.
For sure.
Speaking of Chetty Billy. Chitty Tish Bang Bang.
Right.
God. Honestly.
Who have you gotten into a fight with this week, Lindsay? Let's catch up on Lindsay's tips.
Why do you feel like I get into fights with everybody?
I
Just
don't
because
know.
I'm opinionated, people.
Honestly, couldn't tell you.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, how was let's chat about Mother's Day.
Fun. It was lovely. A lot of mothers on social media put up what they like to do most on Mother's Day, and a lot of it was like, I just want to be left alone. And to be honest, that was kind of my jam.
100%.
Like, I mean, obviously we love our families, all that sort of stuff. We don't need to go and say that already. But like, honestly, it was just nice to literally be off duty, to just like do whatever I want. They took me to lunch. They bought me cute little presents. They made me cards. They basically fed me all day and left me alone. It was amazing. It was amazing. That's all I really wanted. They fed me all day. Like, they took me to lunch. They got me dinner. They cleaned everything up. Fine.
Yeah,
amazing.
just
Thank
being
you.
off
Literally,
duty,
just
right?
be nice to me and just don't make me do anything.
Right.
That's it. And it was amazing. I had a really nice weekend. How was your Mother's Day, Lenny?
Oh my God, I feel like you're mocking the Mother's Day, Billy.
A little bit.
I'm
mocking you, not Mother's Day.
mocking me.
Mother's Day is very important.
It is. I'm still trying to get used to this whole non-headset business. I'm not going to lie. So I feel
We're okay.
a little bit discombobulated. But anyways, no, my Mother's Day was all right. Very uneventful. Mother-in-law and father-in-law came over for morning tea. Yay.
I didn't know such thing.
See, and it's a catch-22 because, I love my mother-in-law and it's my husband's mother. Like, if my mom lived 15 minutes away, she would definitely be incorporated into our Mother's Day plans. But the limelight wasn't being shone on me. So it's like rude.
It is a catch-22 because you kind of have to include other mothers as actual mothers in your life. My mother's very understanding. Like, we've never really been that kind of family, which is why I don't need like huge things, accolades or anything. I just literally want to be left alone for a day.
Yeah. We chatted, you and I chatted Saturday and we were both in miserable moods.
We were, weren't we?
And we're like, next year, let's just plan to go away together. Like,
Yes,
why are we
please.
around our husbands and children?
Yes. Can we just go and do a Mother's Day weekend?
Anyways, just quickly back to me.
Please, let's do it.
So all I wanted for Mother's Day, I said to Cameron, was, can you build the children's trampoline? We've had this trampoline for months sitting in our garage because we've been doing renovating our backyard. Hasn't been ready to put the trampoline up. Anyways, long story short, Cameron puts it together. Great.
Good job, Cameron.
Good job, Cammy. My kids are jumping on it. I'm like, oh, this is so wonderful. My kids can finally play in the backyard, get out of my hair. So around 5 o'clock, Van and Bane are left on the trampoline and I hear Bane scream. Oh, great, yeah. Dib's not taking him to the hospital because, like, it's Mother's Day. The way he's crying, you can tell, and he landed on his wrist. We're like, oh, shit. Yeah. So Cameron takes him to the hospital. He's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
Just a sprain. Comes home.
It's fine.
Great.
Not great.
Not great. 2 days later, the hospital rings and says, oh, we just reviewed your son's x-ray and it's broken. Can you please bring him back into the hospital? I don't know if that's how the way she sounds.
Not until next Thursday I can't. Or whenever. Not Thursday, we do one.
So we had to take him back to the hospital, or I had to take him back to the hospital to get a cast on. And I'm like, this is a very, very bad inconvenience.
Couldn't you extend Mother's Day to that particular incident because it happened on Mother's Day? Do you know what I mean?
Well, I wanted to, but do you know what?
But also your son needs a cast. And
he does. And Cameron, because he was the one that took him to the hospital initially, the hospital rang him. I didn't even know about this.
Right.
So
Don't ring the men.
I'm in my pajamas. I just showered, washed my hair, waxed my upper lip, looking like a complete mess, hot mess on the couch.
I threaded my upper lip this week as well.
You thread your own?
No, I go to a lady.
Yeah, no. Well,
just a side note.
I'm like, how do you thread your own? No, I had waxed my lip and I was just in the middle of watching a really good show that I've been wanting to start.
Annoying. That's so annoying.
So annoying.
Lady.
But do you know what? So Cameron's message is like, hospital just rang. Cameron Bain's wrist is actually broken. We need to take him to the hospital to get a cast on.
Oh, shit.
I'm in a meeting, can't talk.
Oh, fun. Thanks, Cameron.
Call you soon.
Which hospital? What time? When?
Oh,
Like,
well,
when?
I know which hospital.
No, Lindsay, tell me more.
Right. But I had to wait. Like, I'm waiting and waiting and waiting. So I message him going, do you think he can ring me to tell me what I'm supposed to be doing? He's like, can't ring soon in a meeting. Okay. Well, am I supposed to be picking up Bane early? Sure. If
Right,
you
'cause he's
can.
in school.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Oh.
So I'm like, oh my God.
Right.
Anyways.
I'm going to go ahead and close that door because I can now hear the pissing down. It's raining in Brisbane real hard. So just so people on the podcast.
Billy, what am I going to do all by myself?
Right.
Like it's all by myself. And
Entertain the
see,
people.
that's the plant that's poking out of Billy's head.
Right. That looks like it's poking out of my, look.
Yeah.
It's
funny.
I actually
Anyways.
have some news, Linny.
Oh. Okay.
It's just kind of personal news. I'm going to Cairns tomorrow, people. My dreams have come true.
Cairns?
I'm going to
You're
Cairns
getting on an
tomorrow. I
airplane?
did not tell Lindsay this. I'm going on an airplane.
With who and why? And
Just
for
by
how long?
myself.
Why?
And I'm coming
Is
back.
this your Mother's Day present?
Nope.
Oh.
Nope. It's literally my dreams coming true. For some of you who are real, actually, like, listen to us lots, you would know that I sometimes do a little bit of work for a community radio station in Brisbane, 4EB.
Yes.
And I also happen to be a convener of the language program there. Whatever, fine.
I don't know what any of that means, but sure.
Listen.
I know you have
Don't even worry about it. I have a little program that I do. Yes.
Yeah.
I have a
Okay,
little
is that
program.
what you mean?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
So I kind of have some associations with 4EB. Great.
Cute.
They needed someone to go to Cairns for the weekend to do live broadcasting. There's a Women of the World festival in Cairns this weekend.
Women of the world.
Women of the World. Am I
Is
not
that
a Women of the World, people?
Yeah, is that not? That sounds like a Beyonce sound. Sound?
Fuck,
Song.
that should be a Beyonce
Yeah,
song.
okay,
Beyonce,
yeah.
I'm going to email you, babe.
Yeah.
And so they're sending me to do like some live broadcasting from the actual festival itself and to help
Uh-oh.
in a podcasting workshop.
What does that mean?
It means somebody's running a podcasting workshop and they want me to like go and like just help a sister out.
Right, like to record the, like, are you part of the podcast or helping like with the technical
No, I'm
stuff?
helping teach people.
Yeah.
I'm helping teach people how to podcast. This
rude.
is literally from the very beginning. This is what we wanted to do.
See the sign behind us? It says Wine Chats with Bildo
Uh-huh.
and Lindalin.
Uh-huh.
So am I in your dust? Am I just going to be left in your dust now?
See, this is literally why I'm telling you we're breaking up because I have a one weekend where I get to help
Right.
out for an
Yeah.
hour and a half
Okay.
workshop. Yep. See you, Lenny. I'm off with the stars. How exciting for
I'm
me.
off with the stars.
I'll be back Sunday morning.
That's cute. I think that's amazing. Why am
I
I
know how to do
not? Can I just come to hang out?
I mean, you have to be associated with 4EB.
No, I
Do
don't
you
want to be.
pay a membership?
No.
Do you do anything at 4EB?
No. Do they have a
no.
Canadian website, a Canadian radio show?
100% they could. If you wanted to start a Canada group, they would 100% be stoked.
Who wants to do that?
I mean, who wants to listen to funny talking people though, to be honest? That's all community radio is, isn't it though? So I'm going to Cairns tomorrow this weekend, people. This weekend.
I'm just going to let you ramble.
I know. Stop
Right?
it. Stop
It's so
doing that to
entertaining.
me.
No, that's very good, Billy. Very exciting. Do they pay for your flights and accommodation?
Yes.
That is
Yes.
amazing.
Yes, I'm saying like this is literally what that's all we've wanted, both of us really. Obviously it would be
To go
amazing
to
if it was
Cairns?
with
Not really.
wine chats. I would go to Cairns if somebody pays for me and then I sit there and talk about stuff. Fuck yeah.
Totally. So
Right?
do you have to interview people?
No,
Oh.
I'm just literally teaching people. And for the broadcasting,
No, for the
I don't know
broadcast,
what
yeah.
happens during that, as in we'll have to plan it all out tomorrow because it's all on Saturday that it's
Mm-hmm.
happening. So I'm going tomorrow. We're going to work out who's doing what because I think we're going to get people from the podcasting workshop as well to come and do like some
Cute.
interviews and just give them some exposure to broadcasting and stuff as well. So
Is somebody else
adorable.
going with you?
oh yes, there's like a whole bunch of people there.
Oh,
I'm
right,
going by
okay.
myself, but I'm
Yes.
joining a team.
Yes,
that's over
okay.
there.
I'm like,
so
that's
I'm
a bit-
basically just coming along as like a hype woman.
Yeah.
You know, that's literally my life.
Just going to drink my sorrows away and jealousy, but whatever. I'm not jealous. I'm totally not. I think that's really exciting
it.
because you've been a part of
know.
this community
Oh.
radio station for a little bit now. So
For
it's
years.
nice that something fun is, I mean, I'm
Totally.
sure your show is fun, but
Yeah, look, it is.
Yeah.
It's if you like Yugoslav.
potato. Okay.
That is the perfect ending to that. Yes. Potato. That's it. You guys.
Speaking of potato, hot potato trial.
Potato.
Okay, I need to Amber and Johnny. Can we get?
Let's.
Let's
Oh my
move
God.
on.
Let's.
You're not. Have I like praised you enough about your thing?
You have.
Okay. Johnny.
Where do we
and
start?
Amber. Well, look, I got a bit bamboozled last night when I was doing my research for the episode because I'm like, where do you start? There's so much content out there. But I'm like, I'm just going to start with the basics about the actual trial.
Great. And before you start, I think that's a really great place to start because in all honesty, and we said this before, we do not want to do an episode where we're just dumping shit on Amber Heard because in all honesty, like a year ago, everybody was dumping shit on Johnny for, you know, what she was saying. So whilst I get that there's a lot, I get it. There's a lot of information out there. I just think let's kind of just stick to a little bit of like factual things and then like
what's wrong with your neck?
About it.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to like not offend Amber Heard, even though I really would like to.
Oh, look, we'll end up offending.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be like another person shitting on another person on the internet. So I'm just like a little bit wary of that. But at the same time, like as a human, this is so fucking juicy and I really want to get into it. You know
well, we have our opinions about it. But back to your statement about how Johnny, like how she begged Johnny and stuff. But like, that's part of the problem. Like he's lost, they're estimating $40 million worth of work because of all these allegations. Anyways, we'll get into it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm just going to research some facts about the trial itself.
Good.
A lot of the diehard fans will already know this, but for those that don't, I'm just going to read out a few facts. Okay.
Right.
So Depp, if you don't know, he's 58. So he is suing Heard, who's 36, for $50 million over the article that she wrote in 2018, where she's describing herself as like a public figure representing domestic violence, right?
Right.
Now she's countersuing him for $100 million.
Oh, okay. I did not know that. See, I'm a diehard fan and I did not know that.
Yeah. Now, and the thing is about the article that she wrote, she never actually named him.
Yes.
But people put two and two together, right? Interesting fact number 2. They were only married for 15 months. I knew it was a very quick marriage.
No fucking way.
But I did not know it was that quick.
Yeah.
So Heard filed for divorce and it was finalized in 2016.
Right.
Depp agreed to pay her in the region of $8 million to settle.
Wow. Okay.
Okay. Now they are both accusing the other of being physically violent during the relationship.
Okay.
Which I have to say, they probably were both dicks to each other.
Yes.
Yeah. The trial is scheduled to last 5 weeks, where the 4th week has ended. This past week, they've been on hold because the judge had prior commitments.
Judge needs a fucking powwow. She just needs to drink some wine and chill the fuck out.
And the trial will conclude on May 19th. And then because it's jury, whatever, we have to wait for the jury to
decide. Make their judgment.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's in like a little town like Fairfax, Virginia in the States. Yeah. Apparently, I don't get any of this because I was really tired and I couldn't understand it. But Johnny's filed there to help his case. There's a legal loophole.
I don't know this information, and I'm again another person on the internet spreading random shit. But I think it was because the article was from that area or something.
Washington Post was the...
Yeah, so does Washington Post have anything to do with Fairfax or whatever?
Virginia. Washington's in D.C.
Lindsay, where are your facts? Where are your facts? I don't know that either. I have no idea. I couldn't tell you. Anyway, that's not important. Let's move on.
No.
This is not a factual podcast, people. We haven't said that in a while.
I've got more. Okay.
Oh, great. Let's.
So, did you know that Amber Heard dated Elon Musk?
Yes, I did know that.
I had no fucking clue.
Yes.
No idea. It was very quick.
Yes.
Like super quick. And he's going to be interviewed as via webcam. Yeah. And so they were, like, I think
the fact that excites me alone is like so dumb. Like,
I wonder if she's like, damn, I should have hung on to him.
I don't know. Like the fact, it's just all just so fascinating. The whole thing is so fascinating. Sorry.
It's mind-boggling, really, to be honest. And I also did not know Amber has a daughter from a surrogate, like a sperm donor.
Honestly, and I knew that. Yeah. But it's been brought back up in the trial and I'm like, oh my God, she does have a fucking kid. I totally forgot.
Yeah. Who knew?
Sperm donor, you're right. Yes. When was she
born?
But
like via surrogate as well. So sperm donor and surrogate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So she literally did not. She's okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like they used her egg.
Right.
But somebody else carried the baby.
And somebody else,
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Weird. And then obviously Depp has the 2 children.
Yes.
22 and
Lily
19.
Rose.
Yep. And Jack.
Right.
And just one other. Oh no, that's it for my facts. The other things are points. I was like, boo. Where are your fucking facts, bitch?
I just feel like if you had told us it was the last fact, we
Yeah,
wouldn't have been waiting further.
Sorry.
Anyway.
No, that's it. So that's just because, like I said, some people, including myself, I didn't know some of that stuff.
Totally. And again, like we're so obsessed with this right now. Like, why are we so obsessed? What is so fascinating about this that we are so like...
I know why, because it's so entertaining.
It is
like,
so juicy.
I am sorry, not to be rude.
Here we go. She's going to be rude, you guys.
It is so hard to believe anything that comes out of Amber's mouth with the way she presents it.
Yeah.
It is so theatrical and over the top.
Yeah.
It's a big fucking hot mess.
Yeah. And I'm really, and this is, again, like I'm trying really hard to play devil's advocate here because there must be some truth to some of it. Do you know what I mean? Like, as in,
Totally.
There's obviously situations, like, let's just agree that these are two people that just did not get along and should not have done this shit to each other and they were both horrible to each other.
Yeah.
But it really does seem like she is just bullshitting, doesn't it? Like, it comes across so, what's the word? Ingenuine, like not genuine.
Yeah.
That. You know what I mean? Like, it just comes across so bad. And like, again, I'm trying to like remember as well that like she had put this information out there about him and we were all so quick to jump on him and pile on him and be like, you suck, Johnny. Like, you are fucking wife beater. You know, like literally we all ruined his career by believing into that hype and like actually reading in you know, about it.
And because it happened in a time of day, sorry, I'm totally coming into your point, a time where it was all about, you know, the right thing happening for women and women being abused sexually, mentally, physically, domestically, like all this stuff. So everybody just automatically took her word for it. Right?
Took her word for it. And then she's written this article and she's gone, you know, to tell these stories. And, you know, even about like the donating of the money, because obviously, like you said before, one of your fun facts, I was listening, you guys. This divorce settlement was about $8 million. She had pledged to give half of that money to some university, ACMU or something. Did you not hear about this?
No.
Oh, good Lord, Lindsay.
And let me guess, she didn't.
She didn't. And so now the trials come out, obviously, because they're dragging everything out. And I think like the university guy was, you know, one of the witnesses, and they were like, how much money did she give to date? And he was like, look, to date she's given about 1.2 million. $500,000 of that or something, my facts and figures aren't right, $500,000 was from like Elon Musk that he had actually put in for it. Half of it was some like 100,000 was from Johnny himself or some shit. So like the money actually that she got and that she even went on like talk shows to talk about and say that she's donated, she did not donate.
So was it to like domestic abuse cause?
I
like,
don't know what it was for.
Yeah.
People, this is not factual. Okay, just leave me alone. But like it was basically something like she was supposed to donate that money and then she didn't. And so like I think the scary thing is that she's gone off and made this like image of him, an image of her that just isn't truthful.
Yeah.
And so,
or hard to believe, very hard to believe, right?
Well, it actually just wasn't truthful. Like in the sense that like she
I was
said
trying to
like,
be nice.
no, I know, but again, I'm trying to stick to the facts here. Like this is not like an opinion. Like,
stick to the facts, but then you're like, oh, this is not factual.
Stick to the loose facts of what's happening in this trial, people.
Okay.
You know? I know. Well, did you just laugh at it now?
Ow! Oh, you're a unicorn.
Oh, God.
Look up. Oh, unicorn Bill. Okay,
you guys,
so funny.
I'm going to the stars.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, seriously.
No one's even watching. Like they're missing all the fun.
You are missing all the fun.
Why do you have to repeat me?
Anyway, why do you have to repeat me? Stop it. Anyway.
We so have to move
I know, this is just us hanging out. I know, I have to move this plant. I don't know where. Anyway. It bothers me that she's created this whole thing that is just really, none of it is truthful. And now that it's coming out in the trial, it's again so easy for us all to jump on top and pile on her and be like, fuck you, you know, this and that. And like, it's a scary time for her right now. And I just want to acknowledge that she's probably not having a very good time right now either. But then you shouldn't make shit up about people and go so gung-ho about ruining their lives.
Well, I think the thing is that she's dug herself into such a deep hole. She has to continue on with this, you know, charade of bullshit.
Yes.
Or look, I actually think there's probably snippets of truth to what she's saying, but it's so overly exaggerated that it's not truthful anymore.
Yes.
Only snippets of some of the things. Because like the whole finger thing, about how Johnny's finger got cut off.
Yeah.
Like there's so dramatically different stories. Like, so somebody obviously is lying.
Yes.
And the way Amber tries to get her stories out, it's just, you can't believe it.
That's what I mean.
Like you can't believe it.
Does it?
Yeah. Did we tee up?
Yes.
Will you tee that up? Because like obviously on TikTok, any social media platform, there's like funny little clips and actual clips as well.
But TikTok is like huge on it right now. I think TikTok is like the
100%.
one that's like really been driving this whole thing.
Because whenever she's trying to explain, when she was on the stand, my biggest thing, and I know you probably shouldn't judge people fully when they're
without understanding everything.
Well, when they're testifying, because people, when you testify, obviously it would be very stressful, whether you're lying or telling the truth, right? Like it'd be very stressful, and you'd probably react maybe not the way you normally would telling a story. So I get that. And anyways,
yeah, you take all that into account. I agree with what you're saying.
But whenever I've heard her trying to explain what's happened, she's babbling. She's so theatrical. Yeah. She's like you can see her brain working like, okay, what to say next? And how should I say it? What's going to get the most like whatever. So play this clip because like, seriously. Billy.
Hang on.
Like,
by the neck.
Okay, well, let's try that again.
I'm on the countertop. He had me by the neck. And he felt like he was on top of me, and I'm looking at it in his eyes, and I don't see him anymore. I don't see him anymore. It wasn't him. It was black. I've never been so scared in my life. It was black. I couldn't see him, and he was looking at me, and I was trying to get through to him. I was trying to say to him in some way that it was me.
Wait for it.
Johnny. And I couldn't see him. I couldn't see him at all. And my head was bashing against the back of the bar, and I couldn't breathe. And I remember trying to get up, and I was slipping on the glass. My feet were slipping. My arms were slipping on the countertops. And I remember just trying to get up so I could breathe, so I could tell him that he was really hurting me. I didn't think he knew what he was doing. I don't know how.
Here comes the babbling.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I couldn't breathe. Please. I don't. I couldn't get up. And I don't know how that ended. I don't know how.
Yeah. Look, and I know a lot of people are probably like, oh, you girls are such bitches. Like, if that's true, you know, you're mocking her. And like, I get that.
Yep.
If that was true. But like.
And that's the scary thing. Okay, first of all, they're both actors, obviously. Right? So we literally don't know what to believe. Mm-hmm. Second of all, if you were to hear that, what we just heard, totally without knowing any context and without understanding what's happening, you would be totally devastated for this woman.
For the first part, when she's explaining.
But even the second part where she's like, do you know what I mean? Like, to me, that's like you are so traumatized about what's happened. Like, you literally, to actually get it out is like devastating to you.
Yeah.
So in the one hand, in the hand of like, she's making this up. She has no idea what she's talking about. So she's trying to buy time. I see that. Yeah. But again, as an isolated like piece of audio that, and if you haven't been following the trial, that sounds so fucking devastating. And that's, I think, the worst part about this. If this isn't true, and if she is making this up, that is so fucking rough for every other woman who has actually experienced, and man, that has actually experienced something and has tried to come forward and has been, you know, set back because people don't believe them.
Yeah, it's mocking the whole thing, that the whole, not system, but the whole empowerment that we've been trying, that society's been trying to make, to be like, come forward and we've got your back. We will believe you. But it's so hard to believe her
And
when you watch her body language. And now I know that sometimes when people cry, they don't have tears. I get that. And again, being on the witness stand is not a normal situation.
Stressful. Yes.
But I have not seen one tear. She wipes, quote unquote, her tears in her nose and stuff. But I don't actually see physical tears streaming down her face for the like if you're that upset, there's got to be at least one tear. And also, like when you see him testifying, when you see him testifying, we are professional lawyers here, you guys. When you see him testifying, he's so. Again, he's an actor and he's, whatever. Plus, he's been alive for longer, so he's had time to like fix his personality, like to, set a personality. Almost 2 decades longer. I didn't know there was that much of a difference. Yeah.
So like he is so cool, calm and collected, and he seems, again, to me, he seems like he's actually just telling what's happened. And the consistency of his story is, it's consistent. It's as simple as that. She's all over the place. And I've watched like videos of him like testifying about how many of her friends he's let staying in all his houses. He just now seems to come across as this like most generous guy that's literally being beaten by his wife. And then she's like raked him through the coals because she's got this whole system behind her where women are being protected against violent domestic situations. And to piggyback off that movement to then completely make up lies about this person, I just cannot understand that somebody could do that. That's the bit that gets me. It's like I actually can't understand that she would do that.
No, I agree.
Like how?
But I
so I give her the benefit of the doubt is what I'm saying. Like I just feel like I can't.
You want to, but I have a hard time.
Yes.
And because, yes, we see stuff on TikTok and social media, like the funny clips, and we even did a reel this morning about it.
Yes.
Like, you see those clips, and then obviously some of them have been edited. And like I watched one this morning of a slow-mo close-up of her wiping her nose and like them people thinking that like that she's snorting cocaine.
Oh,
and I'm like, oh, that's ridiculous. Like we get that there's a bunch of edited stuff out there.
Yes. That's used to sway your opinion.
Yes, but you can actually see the live trial. Like you can not edited and made up. Like it's just
plus all the witnesses that have come out in Johnny's defense as well. Like literally, I don't know that one person has stood up there and said, yes, Johnny has hit her. Yes, he has done this. Like, yes, like corroborated her side of the story.
Well, I think Elon Musk and James Franco is...
Right, James Franco, who she was having an affair with.
Well, that's what he says.
Well, I mean, there's video,
Johnny
like there's elevator footage of like James Franco coming into the elevator with Amber, and then they're both like cuddling up to each other in the corner. Like they're both hiding their faces. You can see, but like you can see that it's them.
Yeah.
So like there's something... Do you know what I mean? Like I just, it's really hard. It's hard to be the person of like, okay, let's be like reasonable people and like not pile on people because it actually like ruins lives. But then she's piled on Johnny and I feel really bad for him.
So do I. And I'm trying to be like team both.
Yes.
But it's really hard. And I find it so entertaining seeing her on the stand, the way she has, and Johnny's just like, bitch, you keep going. Because she's making it really easy for people to not believe her, right?
Yes.
Like her reaction on the stand and stuff.
100%.
Oh God. I feel like, look, I don't want to be such a bitch, but Team Johnny. Team Johnny. Let's change it up because I was about to say something really rude. Wine.
Let's talk about the wine.
My glass is completely empty.
Do you know what? I've been trying to save mine like for the whole episode because I could have finished it easily as well.
Yeah. I have to admit, rosé is not normally my jam. Like, whenever you go for your friend's lunch, like ladies' lunches and all that stuff, there's always rosé. I'm not a huge rosé fan, but I like it, if that makes sense. Yeah. I really like this one though.
Delicious.
I was not having high expectations because I was like, rosé. So yum.
Actually really delicious. I agree. Like I honestly had to like savor mine.
Yeah. So pleasant to drink.
So easy to drink, yes.
I can't pick anything bad about it. I agree.
Know. There's nothing like offensive about it. There's nothing outrageous. Like it's just a beautiful, crisp, like fresh wine to drink.
Yeah, I'm trying to see.
Actually, really down with this.
So hint of strawberries and blackberries.
Ooh,
giving it a soft and luscious texture. leading to a clean and dry finish.
I agree with all of that. That is the actually one of the times that we've read the back of a bottle that actually completely made sense.
I was just going to say, like, that is putting into words what's in my head.
Yes. Thank you,
100%.
Round Theory. That's actually a really delicious wine.
Okay, so I take it back. You're
You
not getting
are
the
keeping this one. Yes.
No,
Remember?
it's fine. Yes, Billy.
I mean, I can use the powers of podcasting and
Right, I know. No, and I just hit that with my chin. To prove, I've already taken a photo of it, Billy. I am
Great.
prepared to give it to you.
I actually saw that you took a photo of it as
Yes.
and I was like, why did she do it so early? Like, look at her going. Snaps.
because I planned on giving it to you, Billy.
You are so sweet.
So good. Seriously, people.
Love it. This is literally, I saw this ad on the back of a bus and I had to call these people straight away to see if we can get some wine from them, and they obliged. And so thank you. This is a beautiful, beautiful rosé.
Love it.
And saving the earth. Yay.
Okay.
Let's see what the people had to say about the trial.
Let's see what people had to say. Because I think a lot of people, look, and what I was going to say before, like, I don't want to bash her because I do feel a bit bad and insensitive because obviously shit has gone down.
Look, I think, can we all just agree that, like, everybody has a journey in life?
Ew, stop talking.
And
ew, mute your
don't
mic.
know. Stop it. This is spiritual.
Oh.
And we don't know how her life has led her to this point. But the point is, that's birds. I don't know why you're putting birds on.
That's the closest button.
But I don't think we should all just feel free to literally talk about everyone like we want. Like, that's not fair to go on the internet and then like literally like.
But that's the world we live in.
But that's the world we live in. I'm just saying, like, consider how you act on the internet, because honestly, it's like, we did it to Johnny. Just remember that. We did it to him because of what we heard from her.
Yeah.
So now again, not saying that what he's saying is incorrect. We're obviously we're all going through a trial, people. We see the truth. But you can see the truth and not respond to it and not react to it and not like ruin Amber's life. That's it.
What?
Just
God,
like
that
take
was
it in and
not
don't
the
be a
point I
dick
was-
about it. Don't
Oh,
be a dick,
God,
Lindsay.
no.
Let's see. Which
Okay,
team
go.
are you?
Oh, yeah.
Instagram, 91% of you are Team Johnny. I just want to know who the 9%.
Yeah, don't discard it. We want to, Billy.
No, it's right here.
Oh, yeah, we want to look at that later. Who's Amber?
Who's Amber? Let's see. Johnny. We'll know. Oh, yes, we know. I know.
What? Is that one?
Yes.
Is that one of your friends?
Yes.
Okay.
We will talk about that later. Are you obsessed with the trial? 30% of people said yes. 70% of people said no. You are lying.
Look, and I have to admit, I'm not obsessed in the sense of that I don't watch the live trial,
Right,
like the
yes.
live footage, like when it's actually on. But I do quite enjoy. I find it very entertaining.
Yeah, but we're all talking
Yeah,
about it, right?
yeah.
And then, I mean, this one's a pretty straightforward one. Who's told more lies? 100% of people said Amber. Yeah. I mean, duh. Like, that's literally, that is not even in debate. Like, we are seeing an actual trial where like facts and stuff are coming out. And the fact that people are putting it together on TikTok and making us laugh is
for sure. And like, you don't even have to be a body languageist,
which there are on there as well. Yes.
To know, you just watch and you're like, oh, babe, just stop.
Just stop it. Just actually tell
talking.
the story like the story is.
Yeah.
And just be fine. You won't get caught on lies. Just be done.
This is also what I was going to say that I thought that would come back and bite me, which I'm going to say anyways, because it's a perfect transition into it. What I was saying to you earlier. Now, I've never been, obviously, in a situation where I would have to retell a story like this. So if I'm wrong, I apologize if I'm offending anyone.
Okay. You're offensive. It's fine.
But I just think if you lived through a traumatic situation and you had to retell it, obviously emotions are running high, and obviously you would, get upset by telling it.
Right.
But you would know what happened. So you would be able to tell the story without theatrics and without babbling along and fumbling along, where you can people can tell that you're thinking of like, oh, what to say next and what's going to get the best outcome. You know what I mean?
Like what's going to get me the most sympathy? Because that's what it seems like to me. She's getting up there and she's crying and she's looking at the jury and she's trying to get them to side with her and understand where she's coming from. But it's like, how can they understand where you're coming from when you don't know where you're coming from? You don't know what your story is. Like,
totally. But the one last point I want to make is to go not towards Team Amber, but Johnny.
Let's be fair.
To be fair a little bit. So you know how the whole like Instagram and social media is saying that Johnny and his lawyer is like,
Oh, yes. They're so cute.
they're cute, but they're not.
No.
She's got a boyfriend. Apparently, he's a realtor from London. But that just shows how things can be portrayed incorrectly. So we get that.
100%.
But she's
Just
still
like,
lying.
use your common sense, understand that this is the internet and we are all just here to like for a bit of entertainment, but like just, you know.
One last thing I have to say, I love how Johnny, when she's up there testifying and he's just, like, he doesn't even look at her. He's just got his head down. And he's probably thinking, oh, Lord, honey.
Dig, bitch.
Yeah.
dig. I know. Listen, Johnny, he's done some terrible things. As in, like, he said mean shit about her, but I think it's nicer to say that she's a whore who should be killed and actually go and kill the whore. Literally, that's the stuff that she's been saying. Like that, you know, texts and emails or whatever. Like, to me, it's like you should not have said that, Johnny, but also she should not be punching you in the face and then telling everyone that, you know, you're the abuser. So I think using words is better than using
or chopping his finger off.
Or chopping his finger off.
Saying that he did it.
Okay. Oh my God. Right. Okay. Rappity rap. Lindsay, take it away.
I don't wrap it up. I do the research.
Rappity rap,
the very loose research.
Very loose research. This is not a factual podcast, but so many facts today. It's been great. Look, thank you very much for joining us for this lively episode of The Trial of the Century. The trial we're all talking about.
Oh my God.
Right?
What is with that voice?
Just practicing for this weekend, you know. That's how I shall talk.
Again, people, the sign with Bildo and Lindalin. Bildo.
I'm a unicorn.
Bildo. Okay, let's get off this.
You can find Bildo and Lindalin
or Wine Chats,
and Wine Chats with Bildo and Lindalin with all of us in it. On Facebook, Twitter, Instagram.
All of them.
All of them. Yeah. LinkedIn. What else? TikTok. Obviously, we're on TikTok. Judging the trial. Find us. That's it. Find us. What did I want to say? Oh, do we want to tell the people how excited we are about our Facebook posts?
Oh, well, nobody's going to be listening at this point. Stats show that people have already logged off and stopped listening. But yeah,
so we can speak freely.
Yeah, we can speak freely. We posted a week and a bit ago now.
Yeah. A little bit, just like that garlic eating video. Lindsay made me eat pickled garlic with chili.
Spicy.
The pickled garlic itself, you guys, fucking delicious. If you can get your hands on pickled garlic, seriously, your life will improve tenfold.
Fresh Sensations at Carindale if you're in Brisbane.
Yes, in Brisbane, yeah. But I don't know why I keep popping. I don't know. But yeah, that video on Facebook reached over 300,000 people. It got like 275,000 plays. Like, thanks, guys.
Can you start downloading us?
Go listen to our shit now, please. Anyway, that's it. We're famous on, to some.
With one reel.
We have one reel, you guys. It took off.
We went viral for one reel. Okay.
Anyway.
Do you feel better now that you said that?
I do.
Okay, can you
Nobody's listening.
No.
Bye, guys.
They're already gone.
Wait. Chat soon.
Such a bitch.